Welcome back, folks, to more Let's Play Pokemon Crystal, no Pokecenters, no Pokemarts. In our last episode, we cleared out the rocket hideout over here. We cleared out a couple executives, took down the electrodes, all that good stuff. And as you can see, our Pokemon are pretty high up in levels now. Pikachu is certainly back up to where the rest of the party is. And Xerxes is kind of lower than he should be right now. So for that matter, I want to start training up Xerxes and Pikachu just to get them up in levels, because both of them are going to be useful in the long run of things. I believe Ranko's probably going to be the best thing to use to train with right now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take off Xerxes Charcoal, remove oh shoot, come on, item management fail again, let's go. I can throw the X special on the PC. I can also give someone an Ice Heal right now, so we'll give Dom an Ice Heal because, you know, trees need to be protected from the cold as well. So either way, we'll grab the EXP share off of Pichu here. There we go. And we'll give that to Xerxes, so Xerxes can start gaining those extra levels. Because I want Xerxes to learn his next fire move before taking on the next gym here. So what we'll do is we'll head back over here and take on those Goldines as we were before. So that's what we're going to do. If I can actually get to the water here. And doesn't look like I can. I have to go through the middle. I could probably take on that Golbat, but it's not as high a level as these Goldines over here. And these Goldines are pretty consistent with the EXP gains, so that's what I'm going to do here. Not what I wanted to do. Come on. Right here. Surf around. There's a Goldine. That should easily be one-hit KO'd with a Thunder Shock. And it's not. What? Really, Ranko? Really? Come on. Stop failing. 125. I don't know. Let's just see what... Okay, I'm going to test a Thunderbolt on a Seaking. I'm going to see what that does. If that KOs, then I feel content in maybe using a couple more Thunderbolts. That was a crit, so that's hard to judge. I may have to use one more. That's 240. That's not the best. Okay, this level 15 Goldine will surely die if we couldn't one-hit KO level 16. And it does, so that's great. Level 19, I'm not going to fight. Level 20 Meryl, Level 15, let's go ahead. Level 20 Seaking, sure, why not? We'll throw a Thunderbolt, and it doesn't KO, perfect. So, finish it off with Quick Attack, and luckily for us, we didn't take any damage in that fight. So let me just see where we are in levels here, actually. Ranko's almost level 20, well, kind of a third. Okay, Xerxes is going to level up with one more fight, so we'll fight one more thing. And we don't want to fight that. We'll fight this. So there we go. One Goldine. Xerxes is going to get level up. There he is, level 28. Now, as I had mentioned though, Xerxes is going to have to lose one of his moves here though. And it's probably going to be Tackle. So for that reason, I think I'm going to switch Xerxes out to the front of the party. And let me just check Shuckle here. Maybe it has a berry juice for us. And it does, so that's perfect. I can take that off. And give him another berry. We only got 3 left to switch around. So that's perfectly fine with us. And I need to go pick up Spearow, I guess. Yeah. So we'll deposit Shuckle because he hasn't been in battle yet, and we'll withdraw Spearow just so we can fly around. And let's see, not fly, not stats, fly. Actually, we'll go to Azalea Town, pick up our next Pokeball. And we have a few more Apricorns here. No room. We have the X special that we can deposit actually. And we'll withdraw a green Apricorn. And we'll go trade that in with Kurt because the more Pokeballs that we get, the easier it'll be for us in the long run of things. So there we get a Moonball, and I think that helps up catching things that you use a Moonstone to evolve. So Here we go, give him the green apricorn. Not sure what that does exactly, but whatever. A Pokeball is a Pokeball, even if it's not used in the way it's supposed to be designed for a special thing. It still gives a ×1 multiplier, which is just like a normal Pokeball, so anything like that is still going to be helpful for us in the long run. Anyways, I'm going to fly to, I guess Goldenrod is probably our best option for training, at least for now. Let's see, Xerxes is level 28. He should be able to kill a bunch of things at that, with that amount. I'm going to see what I can do in training on these things here. We get a Growlithe, and I should be able to kill that with one dig, even though I want to use up my tackles more than anything. I'm not too concerned about dig at this point. I guess it is useful for killing ground types, but for the most part we have Surf and we have Espeon Psybeams to take care of psychic types. So I could probably use up these digs just for now. See what kind of experience we gain from this. We get 83, so that's not the best. I'm probably going to want to use Tackle on things. Here's a Pidgey, and it's not going to do too much damage to us. We do have Berry Juice, as I mentioned, to heal off if we do take a little bit of damage. So we take 5 and whatever. And there's an Entei. We don't want to fight Entei right now, so that's the second time we've encountered Entei so far in this playthrough. Right now I just don't have the resources to take on an Entei, so for now we're just going to avoid it while we can. I guess I'll fight these Snubbles, since they keep missing me anyways, so perfectly fine with me. Maybe this Pidgey will use Sand Attack, which it does. Perfectly fine with that. We can deal with it without too much trouble. More Sand Attacks. More Sand Attacks. Come on. Okay, this is just a waste. Screw this battle. There's an Abra. We'll one-hit KO this thing. And at least we get some experience from that thing. Here's another Pidgey. Easily deal with that. Another Pidgey. And I think I don't want to fight any more Pidgeys because they're doing a pretty hefty chunk of damage to me. So at least I can throw on a Berry Juice and deal with them that way. I'm going to try and fight this Jigglypuff, see what we can get out of it. One-hit KO, so that's perfectly fine with me. I guess that Pidgey was pretty strong. And that Jigglypuff kind of gave a ton of experience, so maybe I want to fight more Jigglypuffs than stupid Pidgeys anyways. We'll two-shot these Snubbles, of course, though. And I'll use enough digs to where we have 5 left. That should put us in a decent position here. I think we're almost out of tackles, actually, thanks to that stupid fight with Pidgey. So either way, we'll throw on more tackles here. And maybe we can fight Jigglypuffs just to end off Xerxes' training session here. There's another Jigglypuff, so that's perfectly fine with me. I think we gained a level there, which we did, which is perfect. We're almost in range where we will be learning our next level up move though, so we're just continuing to truck along here. Let's fight just Jigglypuffs for now. I know they're a lower encounter rate, but considering the amount of experience they're giving us, I may as well. There's another Jigglypuff, take care of that. There's a Yanma, that's kind of cool. I'm willing to throw one Ember on that if it means some extra experience. And whoa, that was a lot of experience. I think Yanma has a 1% encounter rate, so that's really cool that we encountered that. Oh, we almost killed Jigglypuff here, and of course he crits us back with whatever he wanted to use there. Either way, oh shoot, I forgot to switch back Shuckle. Whatever. For now, I guess we can use Ranko's Thundershocks to train on something that's weak to Thundershock that is going to give us some decent experience. So I'm going to take Kenya here and fly over to Olivine because there's a decent number of Water-type Pokemon over here, and I can't remember if I exactly picked up the items that were here before. So we're going to use Rock Smash. There's a Krabby. I don't want to fight that with Xerxes. And I think, yeah, we did clear out the items over here. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to surf around here, and there's a trainer. Whoa, that's not what I expected to be here. I thought I fought all the trainers, so we have to face one that luckily uses Harden, so that's perfect for us. I think I want to use a Thunderbolt on this for Staryu just for good measure. I don't know if Thundershock is necessarily going to kill, so just to get it out of the way, we use Thundershock, and that's perfectly fine with me. Nevertheless, I'm going to switch Ranko out to the front of the party just to use up her Thundershocks for now, and in case we encounter any more trainers. And I don't want to fight a Tentacruel because that thing has great special D, and that's not good for our Pichu, who only will benefit off firing off special attacks. So and all we seem to be encountering is Tentacruels and Tentacles. So let's encounter something like a Shelter. That'd be really great right now, and really, he can't give us anything else. Maybe this guy has something we haven't fought yet. Nope. I think we've fought every single trainer around here. Really? Come on. Something. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go switch out Kenya to the front of the... or Kenya with Dom here. Or not Dom. With, what's her face? Shuckle. Cooper the Shuckle. Even though it says Shucky, it's most definitely Cooper. So, we'll see if that can increase our luck of not finding any Tentacles. And all we seem to encounter is Tentacle. Whatever, I'm going to try and fight it with Pikachu, see what we can do. Let's see if one Thundershock can kill this guy, and it doesn't. At least he gets paralyzed, and he fires up a Constrict against us, which kind of stinks. So I definitely don't want to be fighting Tentacles. I'm going to just use our Good Rod here, actually, and see what we can find with that. I guess I'll register it so that we can use it easier that way. There we go, we find it Krabby, and I guess Thundershock is probably going to do a good chunk of damage, but Krabby's certainly going to give us some damage as well, so I'm not too worried about that, actually. And whoa, we get a one-hit KO, that's sweet. So I'm certainly willing to fight Krabbies if that's what the kind of damage we're going to be putting out there, and getting that kind of EXP in return. That's perfectly fine with me, because with the Good Rod, Krabby always shows up at level 20, so that's excellent. We're getting 300 something experience between the two. I certainly don't want to fight Magikarp, as they give a really low amount of XP, I think. So there we go, we take care of that Krabby. It's another Magikarp, we don't want to fight those. More Magikarps, certainly not on our search for Pokemon right here. Sorry for you guys though, this grinding is basically necessary. I need to get Pikachu and Kolava essentially up in levels just to get caught up with the rest of the party. And I know I'm wasting a lot of electric type moves here, but it's simply just a necessary component for the run. If I weren't doing this, then I think we would kind of be a little under-leveled in terms of the next gym. And Pikachu and Kolava both need to gain these levels just to be in a point where they're ready to take on the upcoming gyms, essentially. So let's just see. I think Kolava is pretty close to another level up here, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 189, so he'll be level 30. I certainly want him to get his next Fire-type move before we proceed to the next gym. So for that reason, I'll just continue on here, grinding up. And Xerxes should gain another level after this battle here. I think I want to leave Pikachu with at least 10 Thundershocks remaining. That'll give Ranko 10 Thundershocks and 11 Thunderbolts, so that's perfectly fine with me. We'll just continue to train along here. And I think Xerxes gained his level up there, which he did. So he's at level 30. I think he learns his next move at 31, if I'm not mistaken. And that's going to be a very crucial level for him. So I still want to train him up a little bit more, use this final Thundershock here. And I think one of the things we can do while we're in Olivine here is, let me just check Milk for now. He's got plenty of double kicks, so I'm going to use those to train on some Tauros as we have earlier. So you guys are pretty familiar with that. Given the amount of experience that you give in return, I think it's just an asset that you need to make use of. And I can't remember if we actually fought that trainer there, so I might actually go fight her with Pikachu here for now. So we're going to switch Ranko back up to the front of the party, and that way I can finally deal with this trainer who has a Water-type Pokemon that I've basically been avoiding this entire time. And luckily for us, she does. So here we go. We're going to use Thunderbolt, easily deal with that Corsola, and that's going to give us a ton of experience. That's fantastic. So there we go. Anyways, Xerxes here is almost level 31. I think he's about halfway there. We're going to switch Malk out to the last slot in the party. No, we want Malk at the front of the party to make use of his double kicks And let me just check Shuckle here, see if we got Berry Juice, and we do. So I don't know exactly how the Berry Juice mechanic works. I think it's just as long as that Pokemon's in your party for a length of time, you'll eventually turn it into Berry Juice. I certainly don't know how the rare candy mechanic works, but I do want to figure that out at one point. For now, I'm just going to try and find some Tauros with Nidoking here, which should give us a decent chunk of experience with these double kicks, as it has in the past. 195, that's perfect. Malk is going to gain some extra levels, which is nice. And once Xerxes gets to level 31, and hopefully learns his next move, I'll switch over to Ranko and gain her up in levels before continuing on here. I guess Thunderbolt could probably, or Thunderbolt and Thundershock could probably also be used to train on those Pidgeotos there, because they seem to give a decent chunk of experience for being a second evolution as well. We can't seem to find any Tauros, so for now I'm going to sell for both Miltank and Tauros, at least for the time being. And all we seem to encounter is these useless guys. Anyways, Double Kick is easily a one-hit KO on this Miltank as well, so it gives us slightly less experience than Tauros, but not too much less. I think it's 20 overall between the EXP share, because it's 185 for both Xerxes and Malk. Therefore, it's 20 between the two. Here's another Tauros though, so that's great. We can get some experience off of that thing. And I think Xerxes should probably level up by the time we get down to 15 double kicks. And I'm perfectly fine with being at that number, as we do have plenty of ethers remaining, elixirs, things like that. And in the long run of things, I'm not too worried about PP at this point, even though we still have quite a long way to go. It's just, given the levels that we're at, we should be able to start one-hit KOing things, and at that point it's just, there's not really too much to worry about. So, just continue along here. I think, let me just check Xerxes, or Malk's double kicks. He's got 4, well, he's got 19 left, but 4 that I feel content to use right now. So that's what we're going to go ahead with. Continue along here. I certainly want to save Ranko's electric type attacks just because of where she's at and what I need to do in the future. Just upcoming parts, just, whoa, I did not want to waste a Surf there, but whatever, it's still killed, so that's perfectly fine with me. Surf is an HM, so I can teach Surf to a ton of things in our party right now, and I'm not too worried about it. For the most part, I could probably waste a couple Surfs realistically and still be fine. Let me just check here. Xerxes should be close. Yes, he's going to gain 1 level up in the next with the next fight, so that's fine with me. Xerxes is going to get to level 31 and hopefully learn his next move, which is what I'm looking forward to, at least right now. And hopefully, if I can get everything done that I want to in this episode, we can take on the next gym, which would be great. And there we go, Xerxes is going to learn his next move, which is Flame Wheel, much more powerful than Ember. I think it's almost double the power. And because our tackles are already gone, I'm going to get rid of Tackle, learn Flame Wheel, and Xerxes is pretty much ready to go for some upcoming stuff. So there we go, that's all we needed to do. And I think I'm going to switch over the EXP share to Ranko now, just to get her some extra levels as well. So now she's at the bottom of the party. And let's see, let's check Shuckle here. Still a berry, that's perfectly fine. And I believe Malk has 1 more double kick that I can use up, so may as well use that with Ranko for now. So there we go. And Ranko is, let's see, 914 away from her next level. I certainly want to get her up in levels though, so let's just see. I guess now that Dom has been healed, he could probably go take on some of the things that we were taking on before, actually. So maybe I'll go do that now, waste up his experience, or his power, just to train up Ranko a bit. And I believe, as I've said before, we want to make sure that it's nighttime here. So there's going to be a slight cut here as I switch it over to nighttime. So I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright, welcome back, folks. After that short delay in switching time over, I pretty much should be nighttime here, which it is. So Dom should be able to start getting back to work and KOing some things. Hopefully, because, you know, he kept failing earlier, and we don't want him doing that. Anyways, we got a Noctowl here. It's weak to rock, and I feel that Dom should have the offensive capability to at least KO a Noctowl. And it does, so that's an excellent amount of experience right there, 173. So I'm perfectly content with that. As I've said, I'm not too worried about utilizing Dom in the long run of things, so we should be fine. I feel Rock Smash should be able to one-hit, or two-hit KO at worst this Stantler. Maybe we can get a one-hit KO. So it's going to be a two-hit KO, and we take a leer to the face, which kind of stinks, but whatever, I'm not too worried about that. I don't want to face Spinneracks because they don't give as much experience in return. We got growled, unfortunately, but nevertheless, Rock Throw is still powerful enough to one-hit KO that Noctowl, so I'm perfectly fine with that, and we can continue on here. We're going to Rock Smash here, at least we take a tackle, and we get a defense drop, so that means this Rock Smash is definitely going to KO, which is nice, and Sudowoodo takes minimal damage there, so that's great. This Stantler, I think, level 16 Stantlers can use Hypnosis on us, so we certainly don't want to be facing those guys. We take another tackle, and unfortunately, 2 Rock Smashes still isn't enough to KO this thing, so that kind of stinks, and I'm kind of content to throw a flail on this guy for now, just to finish it off. Here we go. Come on, let's find some decent guys that are willing to get KO'd here. I think okay, so Ranko gains a level and Dom gains a level, so that was a double level up there. That was fantastic. I'm content to fight some more Noctowls with these Rock Throws. I'm going to try Rock Smash again here, figuring now that we have that extra gain in levels, we should have that boost in attack, and we should be able to decently take out this Stantler. There's our Ariados though, and hopefully we don't get Poison Sting. I want to throw a Rock Throw on this thing, and hopefully one-hit KO, which it does, so that's going to give us an excellent amount of experience. Not as much as that Noctowl, unfortunately, but still alright. And luckily we didn't get trapped with Hypnosis there, because that definitely would have sucked. Dom, you're really slow, so you need to not be trapped by these things here. And you keep encountering level 16 Stantlers, so come on here. Let's not have any of that. There we go, another Noctowl. We should easily be able to deal with that with another Rock Throw, and we miss, so don't want to deal with that too much. I feel content wasting as much of Dom's experience, or PP here, as I can. In the long run of things, Dom isn't going to be a main attacker, so may as well use him to train up on things that can assist Pichu getting further levels, getting Xerxes up in levels, even though Xerxes isn't really benefiting off this experience right now. Realistically, Dom is just here to just help us train up and be an HM slave and all that good stuff. So, here we go. Throw some more Rock Throws on this Noctowl, gain some more experience, and I think Pichu should almost be level 30 at this point. He's halfway there, so I feel content getting Pikachu to level 30 and then proceeding forward with some more plots. So it's been an episode of mostly grinding in this case, but I feel that we still got quite a bit done. These levels are kind of necessary to proceed further, and so for now I'm just going to strictly fight Noctowls since we are out of Rock Smash, so we're going to run from Stantlers, hopefully just fight Noctowls. I guess I could probably run right here. Better chance of encountering things. Fortunately, we encountered a level 14 Stantler that wants to trap us, so that kind of stinks, but what are you going to do? Throw on some more Rock Throws onto this Noctowl. We missed one, unfortunately, which kind of sucked, but whatever. Ranko should almost be at a position where she's going to level up, so perfectly content with that, and we'll continue on. There's an Ariados, and I don't want to fight that because the chances of us, of course we get put to sleep. You really suck, Dom, honestly. Alright, well, we're going to have to fight something that isn't going to do much to us, and I guess it's going to be this Hootoo. There we go. So, that kind of stunk, because getting put to sleep is just kind of an inconvenience. It forces me to waste turns, waste moves, and risk getting damage on that just shouldn't be there, so whatever. We'll just continue on here, and hopefully Pichu should level up within a decent point here. I'm going to kill this Ariados, actually, just because we can't seem to fight any Noctowls, and look at that, I grossly underestimated the length of time we were going to have to battle in nighttime, so we're going to have to fight this Pidgeotto, unfortunately, and miss, which sucks. Whatever. Let's just look at Dom. He's got one Rock Throw left, he's got a couple Flails and Mimic. I guess I could probably teach Strength to something. I can't get rid of Rock Smash because you only get Rock Smash as an HM in Gen 2. Therefore, I need to hold on to that with Dom for as long as possible. I can teach him Strength, I guess, in place of Mimic, because Mimic isn't really that useful. It gives me an additional move, I guess, in the long run of things that doesn't waste extra PP. But at the same time, it makes me waste that extra turn. Therefore, Strength is probably going to be more useful on him in killing things. Let me just see where Ranko is here. She's almost to level 30, so I feel content on trying to kill one more thing with this Rock Throw. I don't want it to be a Ladybug. What the heck, we're going to make it a Growlithe. And we get Embered and watch us get burned. No, we don't, so that's great. At least we gain some experience from that, and we can continue on. Anyways, as I was saying, Shuckle should actually have a Berry Juice for us, which it does, so that's great. So I can take that from him. And I can give him another berry. And let's just see here. I could probably just surf over to Mahogany Town so we can go face the next gym. So we still have a little bit of time here left here. And I feel content in using Pichu to finish up some things in the gym here. So that's what we're going to do. Move along here. And I guess I want Ranko to hold the EXP share just for now. Kenya's not in our party, we do still have Shuckle, so that's perfectly fine. Dom is probably just going to go to waste, at least in terms of leveling up things for now, so we'll just hold on to him for now as a Rock Smash user. And even though there's a ton of trainers in this gym, I feel more content in just getting the badge and moving out, because realistically there's Water and Ice type Pokemon that Pikachu would be very useful against in this gym just because of his Electric type moves, but in the long run we only get a limited supply of Electric type moves, therefore I want to make the most of them. And so for that reason, I kind of want to just avoid taking too many unnecessary trainer battles in this case. Like, Pikachu only has 10 Thunderbolts and 10 Thundershocks left, therefore I want to make the most of those. So for that reason, I'm taking the optimal path to Price here. I'm going to fight this trainer here, hopefully deal with it without too much trouble. I feel like Thundershock at this level should be able to easily KO this Shelter without too much difficulty, which it does. So there's a one-hit KO, that's fantastic. Pikachu is going to gain almost, actually, really close to 500 experience there, so that's fantastic. He's got one more Shelter. I guess this one's also level 24, so that's great. And that should easily be a ton of experience for Pikachu. Next up, he's got a Cloyster though, and I feel like Thundershock probably won't hit one-hit KO, so I'm gonna throw on a Thunderbolt. And unfortunately, this Cloyster has a Protect that's gonna waste a PP for us. That really stinks. So, because Thunderbolts are really powerful, and to have them go to waste just like that just doesn't seem worth it in the long run of things for me. So, we want to avoid having Protect happen to us as much as possible, because that move just, it's terrible in this kind of playthrough. Either way, Pichu gained, or Pichu, I keep saying Pichu, it's Pikachu. It evolved so many levels, so many episodes ago, and I still call it Pichu. I need to stop doing this, honestly. Anyways, Ranko should be able to deal with the first couple Pokemon that Price sends out against us, so for that reason I feel content in keeping it at the front of the party. And we're going to take on our 7th gym badge here, or take on the battle for our 7th gym badge. So Price has Ice-type Pokemon, but unfortunately for us he also has Seal and Dugong, which are Water-type Pokemon, so for that reason, Quilava's kind of at a bit of a threat, even though Fire-type moves are good against Ice-type Pokemon here. So we're going to fire off a Thunderbolt, hopefully do a decent chunk to Seal, which we do, and we get a Headbutt back at us, so that kind of stinks. And I'm going to feel content to throw a Thundershock on it to finish it off here. So there we go, Ranko gains some extra experience, and out comes this Piloswine. So that's exactly the reason why I wanted to train up Xerxes. And the thing about this Piloswine is, even though it's Ground type, it doesn't have any Ground type moves, so for that reason, Xerxes is perfectly safe coming in here. The only thing we have to worry about is Ice-type moves and Fury attack. And for that reason, Xerxes isn't under too much pressure here. He should easily be able to Flame Wheel, maybe 2-hit KO this Piloswine, given the amount of defense it has. So there we go. It's going to be a clean 2-hit KO. And Piloswine wants to use Mist. I'm perfectly fine with that. That's going to do barely anything to us, considering it doesn't do any damage. I don't know what I was saying there. Either way, Xerxes gets the 1-hit KO, or the 2-hit KO on Piloswine, actually. Ranko gains a level, and Xerxes gains some extra experience there, so that's fantastic. Nevertheless, I'm going to switch back to Ranko here just to face this Dugong. Hopefully it doesn't do too much damage to us. It does have a pretty powerful Aurora Beam, and Thunderbolt should be able to 2-hit KO this thing. It wants to use Icy Wind, and it actually misses, so that's fantastic. We should easily get a 2-hit KO here, which we do, and we get through that price fight kind of cleanly. The only damage we took, I think, was a headbutt from Seal, and for that reason we can just heal it off with Shuckle using Berry Juice, basically. Either way, we've got our 7th gym badge, and that puts us 1 badge away from facing the Elite Four. So I'm certainly in favor of that. It allows us to use Whirlpool as well, and Whirlpool was something that Lance recently gave us. We also get Icy Wind, which is one of the only Ice-type TMs that we receive in this playthrough. Unfortunately, we don't get Ice Beam or Blizzard, so that kind of stinks, but whatever, we're going to have to deal with it. And even though Icy Wind isn't all that powerful, it's still useful to have, because Ice-type moves are few and far between, as I just mentioned, and it's certainly going to be a benefit to have that. Anyways, Professor Elm is calling us here for some reason, and something weird is happening with the radio broadcast. So that means that Team Rocket has now taken over the radio tower in Goldenrod, so things are going to look a little different there, and that's basically the place where we're going to be heading next. Anyways, I think this episode's gotten pretty long so far. We're already up to about 30-something minutes, so I think we're going to end it off here. I'm going to save the game here, and I think even though there was a lot of grinding in this part, we still got some progress done into getting our 7th gym badge, so I feel content with that, and I feel satisfied in the amount of work that we did get done. So either way, that's going to be ended off for this part, and I think I guess I'll see you guys next time. So see you later. Peace.